Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Dodongo's Cavern. And today, we're going to be getting into one of my favorite comedians, the late, the great, the legendary George Carlin. So, I don't believe I've seen this particular one of his. If I haven't, it's always a great reminder and reintroduction. But, this one's called The 10 Commandments. This should be very interesting. So, here we go.
How you? Now, folks, here's something else I got a problem with. The 10 Commandments. Here's my problem. Why are there 10? You don't need 10. I think the list of commandments was deliberately and artificially inflated to get it up to 10. It's a padded list. Here's what they did. About 5,000 years ago, a bunch of religious and political hustlers got together to try to figure out how to control people, how to keep them in line. They knew people were basically stupid and would believe anything they were told, so they announced that God had given them some commandments. Up on a mountain, when no one was around, God had given them the 10 Commandments. But let me ask you this. When they were sitting around making this shit up, why did they pick 10? Why 10? Why not 9 or 11? I'll tell you why. Because 10 sounds official. 10 sounds important. They knew if it was 11, people wouldn't take it seriously. Say, what, are you kidding me? The 11 Commandments? Get the fuck out of here. But 10 sounds important. 10 is the basis for the decimal system. It's a decade. It's a psychologically satisfying number. The top 10, the 10 most wanted, the 10 best dressed. So having 10 commandments was really a marketing decision.
Oh my God! Now he's so right though. Like, literally psychologically, that's like it. That's embedded in everybody. It's like 10. And you know what? Come to think about it. Yeah, if you would have told me it's like, oh, the 11 commandments, like, yeah, that would have been my response. Get the out of here, 11 commandments. You. I can do 10 of them. I don't know what the 11th one is. I don't even want to hear it. This is what kid was. Don't kick frogs? I don't know.
Don't be gay.
Ever. Oh, shit. And, oh, my God, I love him so much. All right. Okay, sorry.
To me, it's clearly a bullshit list. It's a political document artificially inflated to sell better. I'm going to show you how you could reduce the number of commandments and come up with a list that's a little more workable and logical. We're going to start with the first 3, and I'll use the Roman Catholic version because those are the ones I was taught as a little boy. I am the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not have strange gods before me. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Thou shalt keep holy the Sabbath. Right off the bat, the first 3, pure bullshit. Sabbath day, Lord's name, strange gods. Spooky language. Designed to scare and control primitive people. In no way does superstitious nonsense like this apply to the lives of intelligent, civilized humans in the 21st century. You throw out the first 3 commandments, you're down to 7. Next, honor thy father and mother. Obedience, respect for authority. Just another name for controlling people. The truth is, obedience and respect should not be automatic. They should be earned. They should be based on the parent's performance. Right? Some parents deserve respect. Most of them don't. Period. You're down to 6. Now, in the interest of logic, something religion is very uncomfortable with, we're going to jump around the list a little bit. Thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness. Stealing and lying. Well, actually, these 2 both prohibit the same kind of behavior. Dishonesty, stealing, and lying. So you don't need 2 of them. Instead, you combine them and you call it thou shalt not be dishonest. And suddenly, you're down to 5. And as long as we're combining, I have 2 others that belong together. Okay. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife.
Yeah, that's the same, almost.
Once again, these 2 prohibit the same kind of behavior. In this case, marital infidelity. The difference is coveting takes place in the mind, and I don't think you should outlaw fantasizing about someone else's wife. Otherwise, what's a guy going to think?
Hey, who hasn't fantasized about somebody else's wife from time to time?
about when he's waxing his carrot. But marital fidelity is a good idea, so we're going to keep the idea and call this one, Thou Shalt Not Be Unfaithful. And suddenly, we're down to 4. But when you think about it, honesty and fidelity are really part of the same overall value. So in truth, you could combine the 2 honesty commandments with the 2 fidelity commandments and give them simpler language, positive language instead of negative, and call the whole thing, Thou shalt always be honest and faithful. And we're down to 3. Thou shalt, they're going away.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think the 10 Commandments are written out for people who are always looking for loopholes, though. It's like, well, it didn't say nothing about coveting the neighbor's wife. You know what I mean? Those kind of people.
They're going away fast. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's goods. This one is just plain fucking stupid. Coveting your neighbor's goods is what keeps the economy going. Am I right? Your neighbor gets a vibrator that plays "O Come All Ye Faithful." You want to get one too. Coveting creates jobs. Leave it alone. You throw out coveting and you're down to 2 now. The big honesty and fidelity commandment, and the one we haven't talked about yet, thou shalt not kill. Murder. The 5th commandment. But when you think about it, religion has never really had a big problem with murder. Not really. More people have been killed in the name of God than for any other reason. All you have to do... Sure. Yeah. All you have to do is look at Northern Ireland, the Middle East, Kashmir, the Inquisition, the Crusades, and the World Trade Center to see how seriously the religious folks take Thou Shalt Not Kill. The more devout they are, the more they see murder as being negotiable. It's negotiable. You know? It depends. It depends on who's doing the killing and who's getting killed. So, with all of this in mind, I leave you with my revised list of the 2 commandments. Thou shalt always be honest and faithful to the provider of thy nookie. And thou shalt try real hard not to kill anyone, unless, of course, they pray to a different invisible man from the one you pray to. 2 is all you need. Moses could have carried him down the hill in his fucking pocket. And if they had a list like that, I wouldn't mind those folks in Alabama putting it up on the courthouse wall. As long as they included one additional commandment, thou shalt keep thy religion to thyself. Thank you.
Wow.
Thanks for coming.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Thou shalt keep thy religion to thyself. That is great. That is brilliant. Dude, I'm telling you, this dude, if you don't know George Carlin, just go watch any one of his stand-ups, any of them. You'll come out a smarter person, and you might have a slightly different perspective on the world, because sometimes the shit isn't what we perceive. And Carlin was so great about pointing that stupid shit out about us people, because as people we are very stupid. So like, that's just a fact. We do dumb shit. I'm a smart motherfucker, but I do some stupid shit all the time. For instance, so if you like this kind of content, Caesar's up, Caesar's down.
I think what's also like so talented about George Carlin is that he can make even the stupidest motherfucker think. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
he knows how to put every concept, no matter how hard it is to describe, in layman's, and anybody can be like, "Oh wow, I didn't think about it that way."
Yeah.
Like, you'd have to be pretty stupid not to understand George Carlin.
You would have to be a dumb motherfucker not to understand George Carlin, because you're right. He had a way of just putting everything into perspective for the layman's terms. You know what I mean? So yeah. George Carlin was TED Talk before TED Talk even existed, in my opinion. Like, for real. He's just like, hey, this is what we're doing today. Let Let me school you on some shit. Let me give you a little 101, motherfuckers.